Yo, what's going on, boys? Collision Works here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be breaking down the Packers bunch tight end. Now this is going to be in a mini scheme format, so this is just going to be part one. Wanted to give you guys a handful of plays and a handful of setups just to add to our arsenal in this playbook, and I'll bring in some more later in the week for you guys as well. So to begin, fellas, these are the primary 4 plays we're going to be calling today. This is not my actual audible sheet. These are just the 4 plays we're going to be calling: mesh, curl flat, triple out, and PA boot. And then, of course, here with the dollar defense, as you guys know, these are the kind of coaching adjustments I run for pretty much every single video. As you guys see here on the coaching adjustments, these are pretty much what we run for every single video, just to keep our looks consistent. So let's go ahead and begin here, guys. I want to go ahead and start with mesh here against cover 3 and cover 4, and we'll even work good against a stock cover 2. So let's go ahead and begin and get started here with mesh. You guys, for this first setup, you are going to want your bunch here on the short side of the field. So our setup for this play is we're going to go ahead and put our running back here on a wheel, and then we're going to go ahead and motion him out. That's going to put him on a fade. Then all we're going to do is put Y on a fade, and then we're going to put B here on a post. So this is going to be your setup here, guys. Basically, against a cover 3 with a press, we're going to have our corner open with X. Pretty quick on this play just because it is a kind of shorter running corner. We're going to have our post by B getting open late in the play. And then, of course, we have a nice little low dump off with our drag with Kyle Pitts. Now, you got to be careful with this timing if they have their low zone drop set, but it's always nice to have a high and low, at least in my opinion, against zone coverages. So let's go ahead and begin here. Again, this is a cover 3. So to start, I'll go show you guys the corner route and how that gets open against that deep out KO. That fade by the point receiver does an incredible job pulling him upfield. And then we'll go ahead and cut and show you guys the post. All right, guys, same exact look like we had before. And then basically, fellas, later in the play, if your high-low on the left isn't an option, you're going to be able to freeform and hit your post late in the play on the right side of the field. Now, of course, this is kind of your play if that user's kind of playing this short side of the field. You're going to have this pulling route by your running back, helping your post get open. So just keep this in mind. This can be really good. Against cover 4, I'll go ahead and show you guys. I'll go ahead audible. Again, the curl flats are set to 5 on our zone drops, so please keep that in mind. And then, guys, against cover 4, you're literally going to run the same exact setup with your post and your motioned out running back. And don't forget that fade by Y. And then against cover 4, go ahead and show you guys the corner again. Gets underneath. This is just a pass lead down. This is not a free form. Right there, we didn't get our feet in bounds. Whatever. That's going to happen every once in a while. But still really good against cover 4. I'll go ahead and show you guys the post here. And then, you know, if they have their purple set a little higher playing the corner route, just know you guys can go ahead and hit your running or your tight end, excuse me, on his drag. So here is your post by B. A little step up here. And you guys see we have this receiver wide open underneath. Just really good against deep zone coverages. Just a nice play to attack each sideline and have a little dump off option underneath as well. All right, guys, and then against a stock cover 2, I'll go ahead and do cover 2 press here and then just reset my play art. And then with this same exact setup, fellas, we'll go ahead and show you guys how this play is going to operate as well. Basically, what we're going to be targeting here against the cover 2 base is going to be the high-low on the left side of the field. You guys see we go and snap this ball, and then that cloud is going to play up top with the corner, and that allows our drag to get an easy first down underneath. And then if they decide to do a cover 2 hard flat, obviously you guys can go ahead and hit that corner over the top for easy yards. I'll go ahead and cut and show you guys that route right now. All right, guys, here's your cover 2 with a hard flat. You guys see you're going to go ahead and just hit your corner over the top, and really nice low running corner route to get away from that deep out KO safety over the top. So guys, that is going to be our first kind of setup of mesh against cover 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and talk about cover 2 man. Now, guys, against cover 2 man, you can go ahead and run mesh, but this play is going to be a very kind of hot route master type of heavy setup. So it really doesn't matter what play you call. Basically, whatever play is going to match our adjustments better. So I'm going to go ahead and select mesh here to start. And then for cover 2 man, I'm going to go ahead and press and man align. That way we correct that. And I'll go ahead and spy that blitzer so we go up against the 3-man rush. Now, guys, for this first setup here, we're going to go ahead and put our tight end here on a post. We're going to go ahead and put our B receiver on a post again, and then go ahead and put Y here on a zig. Finally, we're just going to go ahead and put X on a fade, and then your running back, you guys can put whatever you want him. You guys can do a out route. You guys can go ahead and motion him in and put him on a in route if you'd like, just like so, and kind of play around with whatever the user's doing. But guys, for this first setup, we have a lot of good man beating routes here. Right there, the running back gets wide open. We have B open and we have A open. Pretty much had absolutely everything there open on that play. Now in practice mode, man coverage can be a little inconsistent, but basically Running back gets a great beat on his linebacker. Zig gets open here if we go ahead and free form. You got to be careful if we're going to be throwing these zigs with a pass lead. Sometimes they do get jumped. So make sure you guys are free forming this to the sideline. And then, of course, like we said, we have our post that's clearing his defender. And then we have the post by the tight end as well that's clearing his defender. And we're able to hit our tight end post because of this fade that we have on the left side, pulling that deep half more over top of the field. So again, guys, it's just a zig, a double post, a pulling route, and then whatever you want your running back to be on, that's kind of countering what your opponent is doing with his man coverage. So again, I'll go ahead and press here and man align, and then I'll go put my running back on an out route. I like to motion him to this bunch side as well, and then kind of leave him on that now in route. So just keep that in mind right here. Running back gets open, zig gets open, and then we have our post getting open as well. I accidentally didn't set my feet, but you guys see this can be great. And if you guys have route tech, or this is going to be even better if you guys are using route tech or any type of separation abilities on your receiver. I have nothing on my guys right now. This is just, I think, jukebox on Debo and Michael Irvin. So just keep this in mind. If you guys have your route abilities, it's going to be even better. But this has been without it, so just keep this in mind. All right, guys, now going over some cover 3 beaters. This is just going to be 2. Like I said, this is going to be a mini scheme, so this is kind of going to be one of our shorter guides. So we're going to be talking about PA boot over. I know this play isn't as popular as it was in years past, but still a really solid play. We're going to go ahead and run this with our bunch to the far side of the field, so just keep this in mind. For this play, all we're going to do is put Y here on a fade. We're going to go ahead, leave B on his drag. We can go ahead and put A here, our tight end, on a tight end corner. And then your running back, you guys can kind of, really, you can put them on whatever you want. If you guys want to do an in route, you can. If you want to block them, you absolutely can. This is going to be against a cover 3 press. And basically what we have here is the tight end corner going to help pull the third on the short side. And that's going to help get our deep post open over the top with that fade pulling the middle third. So we'll go ahead and snap this here. This is with the running back blocking again. And then you guys see if we go ahead and step up here and go ahead, and that was a terrible pass lead. Listen, I don't know why the camera glitches, but it does. I'm going to cut and show you guys again. Guys, again, same setup here. Then we just go ahead, step up here, get a little free form over to the right side. Much better throw for us there. If you guys aren't really in a confident spot, if they have a deep out KO or anything like that, you guys can always just possession it for a safer catch. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead and run this back for you guys again. I'll go ahead and leave my running back here on his play action. And you guys see, if you're going up against a 3-man rusher, you guys can go just freeform this to the right, get an easy possession, and then just get over top of that right side third. So easy setup, guys. Pretty quick bomb play. So just keep this in mind. You guys have this option as well. Another setup you guys can run here against cover 3 is going to be the triple out. Now with the triple out, fellas, all we're going to be doing here is putting Y on a cross. We're going to motion out our X receiver, put him on a comeback, and then you guys will go ahead and put your tight end on a corner, and then go put your running back on an end. So this is going to be the play art here, fellas. Basically what we have is a bomb on the left side, and then we're going to have this crosser by Y pull the right side third and help get our tight end open underneath. So again, like always, I'm going to press this cover 3 just so you guys can get a look. I'll go ahead and show you guys B first and show you guys how he gets over the top if we go ahead freeform to the left. And then I'll go ahead and cut now so you guys can see the tight end get open on the short side with that crosser above him. All right, fellas, again, now for this next setup, or same setup, other route, this crosser here by Y is simply just going to be a pulling route, so we're never really going to focus on throwing it to him. But you guys are going to see he's going to do a great job getting our tight end open underneath by pulling the outside third upfield. And it's just a nice little option we have attacking the short side. I know we talked about, I think it was in one of our tight videos, or maybe even the bunch strong. I think it was actually a bunch strong, where we're using our point bunch receiver to kind of pull routes and help get kind of the short side open where you typically won't see as many combinations. So just keep this in mind. This crosser can be a great pulling route out of a, well, you guys can run this out of PA boot, or really any type of play where you can just simply set up with the hot route master. So just keep this in mind. This is a nice little simple play as long as you guys are motioning over and getting that comeback on X. All right, guys, for this next play, this again is going to be kind of a hot route master setup, so we can really come out in anything we want. This is going to be great against cover 3 and cover 4. I'll go ahead and select mesh here, and we're going to go ahead and put this on the short side. So again, for this play, we're going to have our bunch on the short side of the field. Now, fellas, for this setup, all we're going to be doing here is putting B on a post. We're going to leave Y on his drag, which is why I recommend mesh. And then we're going to go ahead and put our tight end on a post or a tight end crosser. It's up to you. I'll go ahead and select him on a crosser for this play. We're going to go ahead and fade X, and then we're going to go ahead and put our running back again on a wheel and then motion him out. And you guys see what we have here is the crosser attacking the short side against deep zone coverages, and then we have a nice high-low on the short side running to the far side that's going to help beat these coverages as well. So this is against cover 3, as you guys see right here. We'll go ahead and snap this and show you guys the crosser to begin. You guys see he does a phenomenal job getting underneath the deep third. And then of course on the far side, we're going to have our post and drag. Go and show you guys the post here, given that the drag is getting absolutely bagged by the 5-yard zone drop. So just keep that in mind. That drag is going to be an option based on your zone drop. That's why we have that high-low, because if they're playing off, they're playing deeper, we can go ahead and dump it off underneath. If they're not, we can go ahead and take it over the top. So just keep this in mind. This is a very nice simple setup with 2 fades that help pull these deep zones away, and we can go and attack the weak points of the sideline. Alrighty guys, now up next we're going to be running triple out versus cover 2 Mabel. This is going to be on the short side. I already have my defense set up here, so basically it's just the 30 and 5-yard zone drops with both corners backed off. Guys, for this setup, all we're going to be doing here is putting Y on a fade. We're going to go ahead and drag X and then put our tight end on a crosser. After you put your tight end on the crosser, I like to motion him out to the far side of the field. That's really going to stretch out the user. Finally, if you're having troubles with the purple here with getting your drag open, you guys can go and put your running back on a table route, and that's going to help pull that purple to the sideline, allowing your drag to get open in the seam. Okay, so to begin, I will mention, with this triple out corner, you guys see how deep Michael Irvin runs on this cut. I actually prefer to put this on a smart route, and you guys see that kind of reduces the distance before he cuts. I think this is way better, going up at least against abilities everywhere, so just keep that in mind. So to begin, we'll go ahead and show you guys the corner route first and get that out of the way. This is with the 30-yard zone drops, just so you guys are aware, and you guys see a simple possession catch. We're basically guaranteed this every single time with that pulling route. Now, where kind of the more, not difficult, but kind of where I think more focus of this play needs to be is utilizing the tight end crosser and the drag, because against a cover 2 Mabel, where a lot of the middle responsibility is on the user, it's very important you guys know how to kind of optimize your setup here. Like I was saying, once we put the tight end on a crosser, we can go ahead and motion him out then. And then to help get your drag open, we're going to go ahead and put your running back on a table route. And you guys are going to see, once I go ahead and set this up, as we are already good, you guys, I want you guys to watch here this right side slot corner. You guys are going to see he's going to go ahead and play that running back table, and then we go ahead and have our drag open over the top. I don't know why anybody didn't block right there, but you guys see once we kind of add this double flat combo, that's going to help get our drag wide open. Listen, if the user wants to play down in this area, we can simply just do a high ball over the top and get our tight end open on the crosser. But just know, I'll go ahead and show you guys an example here of the user playing the drag, just so you guys know when to hit that tight end crosser. All right, guys, and then just to mimic this, like I said, I'll just go ahead and man up the linebacker to the drag, just so you guys can kind of get some type of sense of what it's going to look like. I don't want to do this with 2 controllers. I'm going to look like an idiot, so please bear with me, and just we'll act like the user's playing underneath. But you guys see, once we go ahead and snap this ball and that user's kind of hovering under, we can go ahead and dart this down the middle. I know that that safety's kind of just sitting there because he's in a spy, but if they're sending this A-gap blitz out of the dollar, we're going to do a great job attacking the middle and the deep sideline as well. And if the user wants to stay middle high, we always have our drag open underneath as well, very consistently, if we pair it with the running back table. The running back table isn't necessary, but it just kind of solidifies that he's going to be open. If you want to block your running back, you can. Just know you're going to have to really get your timing down to throw it before you get hit with that 5-yard purple. Alrighty guys, and that is pretty much going to do it for this video. I know this is a pretty short guide, but this is going to be kind of in the mini scheme style, so I might do one more video here out of the bunch tight end, and then soon you guys are going to see the trips tight end as well, just to kind of further expand on the Packers playbook. So I thank you all so much for watching, and leave any feedback. If you guys have questions or anything, let me know in the comment section or on the Discord. Be happy to help. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.